Oh, and we are here. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, a little late night edition, a little fun, little Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan.
Hi, Alan.
How are you doing, Rapid Dave?
Pretty good.
That's good.
So, I could hear the vacuum cleaner. I wasn't sure what I could hear. I was like, what the hell is that noise? So as soon as I got home, I had to murder a roach. The call was put in.
That could have went so wrong with that. Like I could have just almost had to pick up my phone. Like I had it in my hand for a second. You're like, I had to murder. I was like, God bless. He got the best of Lizzie. I didn't see that one coming. I saw that going the other way.
I'm part of the SEAL Team 4 here at the house. Yeah. And so yeah, I had to go in and then just, hey, there's a water bug here. Come get it. I go, no problem. Got the I'm hopping on my way to get my shoe off. I go, can't wait to use this. I got a new pair of Nikes. I'm just dying to break in. And well,
confirmed kill.
Yes, confirmed. Okay. I got it in the corner. You have to, right? Because if they know it's in there, no one's sleeping tonight.
And that's the thing. Like, not only do they have to know, they want to see the evidence, right? Because like, there's been a few times where it's like the little, like in the garage or something like that, right? She's going in the garage to go change out a load of laundry or something like that. She comes running back in, go take care. Cool, got it. And there's stuff on the ground. You're trying to get him, but he's a slippery little, right? And he gets away from you, and you're like, yeah, I got him. Where's he at? Well, he's down. He's gone. Well, I need to see.
I never give the false confirmation. When I go in, I'm pretty professional about this. And like today, it took my bare hands. I had to kill him with my bare hands because I couldn't get my shoe at him. And then I went in for the like a little quick, and then I just
strangled him.
Yeah, Lizzie was like, well, there's half of them. I go, you're damn right. The other half is super dead. So anyways, tonight we are having OffShoot Beer Co. Unwind.
We're drinking beer. Forgot for a second.
OffShoot Beer, Unwind Hoppy Pils. I think this is one of those beers I found at Total Wine, and it was like, $1, for the whole damn thing. So we might be drinking an oldie but goodie, packaged on 3/2 of 2021. So let's see if it held up. I didn't know I was going to get involved with a late night beer review where it was clear the fridge, but it looks like we're going to have a little fun tonight.
And neither did I. But so real quick on this beer.
Shit, we got a spewer.
We got a bleeder. Rest and relaxation is time well deserved, yet not often enough taken. Decompress and take it easy with Unwind, a casually crushable hoppy Pilsner brewed with Citra, Simcoe, and Nelson Sauvin. Never heard of those ones. Nelson Sauvin hops. That's new. Clean and crisp notes on the palate with a bright citrus and tropical hop finish create a seriously cheersable accompaniment to another hard day's work. Average score of 3.78 out of 4,944 reviews. 5.7% alcohol by volume, 40 IBUs. Did you walk away for a second?
I had to run away because the thing blew up.
I didn't see because I was over on Untapped. So let me ask you this, because I read it and I didn't get a reaction, so I assume you were gone. Have you ever heard of Nelson Sauvin hops?
No.
Well, you're going to try them for the first time. All right. So you said yours blew up. So let me get the glass ready and everything.
I would be, as soon as it was popped, it foamed straight up. I mean, it came out so damn fast. Like, it was crazy. Yours didn't.
It slowly started to come up.
No, mine shot out of there like a jackrabbit. So yeah, I mean, it looks great. We'll see how it smells. Is that your Discord?
That's always you, brother. That's always you.
I never have it up. I think I've been on permanent. What's it called? It's called something. Permanent streamer or something like that.
I don't even have Discord up on my computer.
Yeah, me either. I had to go load it. Let's see. Streamer mode enabled. So I don't know. No idea. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So it tastes very good. Got a nice hoppy, a Pilsner that's hoppy. I remember a beer like this one time from a little year or two ago from a small brewery out of North Richland Hills, Texas.
That's delicious. That's good.
don't be afraid of the hops. I understand the Pilsners are smooth, easy drinking, certain beers, but you get yourself a hoppy one or a dry hop, double dry hopped, you're in for a ride. You're in for a ride.
It's the hops. The hops.
Yeah.
The hops.
Yeah.
So fantasy football or real football, however you want to frame this.
That's still a thing?
People be getting hurt.
How many people play fantasy football?
7. 7.
You think the answer is 7?
7.
I gotta Google because I want to see this because I feel like maybe we're losing our base. You know what I mean?
What's your guess?
Oh, like 40 million people.
Okay. Well, if it's less than 40 million, I win. So,
according to August 2021, over 40 million individuals residing in the United States play fantasy football.
Okay, it was close.
Yeah. How many did you say? 4? 7. Yeah, you said 7.
But if they came in with something like 39,000 people play by rules of Price is Right, I win.
Yeah. $1, Bob. Yeah. I knew it was something like that. Like it's up in the 40s. I just didn't know if it was still the same thing because it's a ton of people. Play, and it affects a lot of people in different ways, right?
Right.
So who all got hurt this week?
So we had a couple running backs get hurt.
Every year.
Javonte Williams.
Never heard of her.
Done for the year. Lead back out in Denver. Although it's a split backfield, he's the guy, right? He's the main guy. So you got Melvin Gordon, but then you also have Mike Boone, who played more snaps after than Gordon did.
Yeah, he's going to be the automatic ad. If you're looking for someone on you're on the waiver wire, you want to put in a claim, he's going to be the number one ad this week by far. I'm a Melvin Gordon owner, and he just coughs up the ball every game. And
that's the problem. Like Gordon had another fumble this week. He's got 4, I think it is, and I'm pretty sure he leads the NFL for running backs in fumbles.
He's just doing the Lord's work.
Just not good, right?
But he's so damn good.
He was like 12 years ago when he was with the Chargers.
I still like him.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, little buddy. The other big injury is your boy out in Atlanta, out in hot Atlanta. Cordell Patterson out for at least 4 weeks. They threw him on the IR. He has to be out at least 4 weeks. This is where you're going at a guy that I've talked about. I talked about him preseason. I've talked about him early in the season. He didn't play week 1, but he's played every week since then. Tyler Algier. He's now going to be the main guy there. He's still going to split some time, but he's going to be that guy. He got you 10 points this week. I think he had something like 80 yards rushing and 20 yards receiving.
Yeah, but Huntley, the other back there, this is another area where I'm just kind of staying away because the Falcons are terrible. But Algier they're splitting time, right? And Huntley actually scored the touchdown this past week. So
he did vulture it, but
until I know, I can't do it.
Here's the thing: Algier was the guy that it was the guy they drafted.
Yeah,
he's the heir apparent to the running back position there. They know Patterson's not. While Patterson's good, he's not the guy. They went out there. They drafted Algier. He had one of those. He's one of those college running backs that had a huge career in college. One of the best college running backs of all time. His numbers were. Just going to take a minute for him to catch on the pro level, things like that, and get the opportunity. This might be that opportunity where when Patterson comes back, he might have lost the starting position there and become more of a bit player, right? Still going to get a lot of targets and things like that, but you see him line up at wide receiver. He was originally a wide receiver coming out of college. See him line up at wide receiver more. Yeah, some third down action and things like that. So just keep your eyes on that. But Tyler Algier, I think, is between those two. I think he's the guy to pick up because that Denver offense is just, you don't know what's going on.
I trust that a little bit more than picking up Algier. They split this. They had the same amount of snaps, all that kind of stuff this past week. So, with Patterson going down, Patterson's so big. He receiver, he played tight end, and now he was running back, and he's been just lighting it up. But I don't trust Atlanta, to be honest. But it's one of those things where I'd rather go with Boone at this point.
I would rather go with the starting guy that I know is going to get more carries and more action in an offense.
Okay.
Regardless of what I think about the offenses, Atlanta's going to run the ball and things like that. That's kind of going to be their focus, especially with Mariota as quarterback, right? Mariota's not a guy to sit back, drop back, and throw 50 passes a game. That's just not the way it is. Russ, on the other hand, he's been known to do that, right? It's all let Russ cook. Although Denver's big identity is running, but I trust Algier more than I do Boone. I do.
Okay. Cool.
So Boone's a guy who in some leagues, in some formats, 0% owned. In Yahoo, I think he's like owned by like 2%. Because you always got weird guys out in Yahoo, right?
Well, deep teams. You know what I mean? You got deep leagues where 16, 18 teams. You have third stringers starting in some of those leagues because you have no other options, right? It's not
right.
Let's be honest, 8 to 10 team leagues are very, very soft. You have all starters, they're all studs. You know what I mean? And especially if it's more restricted, like a one quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a tight end, and possibly no flex or flex. Whenever you remove that extra wide receiver slot, it definitely just you got nothing but studs. You should, you know what I mean? But in deep leagues, that's where you find these cats being taken.
Yeah. And in a big format that's new now, I don't know how long it's been around, but it's the format that I've heard a lot more about is Sleeper. The Sleeper app and things like that. It was Sleeper. He was owned in 0% of leagues going into this week. 0.
Sleeper's been around for a while. I thought you were going to say Best Ball, but yeah. Sleeper's an app they've been pushing for the last several years.
Yeah. So let's kind of pivot into that. Let me ask you about a few guys.
Okay.
Are you done with Allen Robinson after this week?
I picked him up. I didn't even know what happened tonight. What happened tonight?
2 catches for 7 yards.
Ooh. I think I put him in our flex too. I was like, yeah, let me slide him in my flex. And
I'm pretty sure I had him in the flex in one of my leagues. But I mean, at this point in time, I almost think I'm done. Like 7 catches for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. He's just not a focal point. But that Rams team, I mean, they get stomped today, 24-9 by the 49ers.
I said it earlier. Kyle Shanahan owns McVay. I saw the stats on that, and I was like, yeah, there's no effing way. 1.70 points. Had him in the flex. My alternatives were Dotson, Duvernay, Gainwell did better. Mostert. Beasley put up 1 point. He's you can cut Beasley at this point if you picked him up. But I had really.
I wouldn't cut Beasley yet. We're 2 weeks into the Beasley error, right?
You can cut.
I saw Godwin go down.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think I'm almost at this point almost done with Godwin. I need to take a look and see what happened injury wise to him. I was just watching the game here and there and saw him down on the turf like hardcore in pain. I haven't seen anything that's happened since then.
I think before I cut Godwin, I might put a couple feelers out there. Someone that's feeling a little spry or is a Godwin lover. And then maybe
in your league.
Maybe I can get something out of him, right? Maybe something better than just a drop. But yeah, I'm with you. I looked at Robinson. I was surprised someone dropped him and go, oh, buddy, let me go ahead and jump on it. Now he'll just spend the rest of the season on my bench. I'm not going to cut him because of the upside that Stafford gives the Rams, right? You've talked about how great Cooper Kupp is. You love Stafford. You love the Rams offense. Just another bad week, right? He's still getting used to it, right? But
is it another bad week, or is that Rams team not as good? Like
they're not that great.
They took Stafford got sacked 7 times tonight. 7 times, 54 yards they lost. He was 32 for 48 for 254 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, the 49ers defense is good, but
Shanahan knows what's up, man.
Super Bowl champs, right? Like, you're now sitting there at 2-2. The 49ers are 2-2. Jimmy G looked a little bit better today, 16-27, 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 sacks. Debo's the man, though, right? Like, Debo Samuel is 6 for 115, 1 touchdown, 2 rushes for 2 yards. They didn't really run him that much this week. But like you say you'll go ahead and hold on to Allen Robinson, right?
I just throw him on the bench. Who he's not the worst player. Like statistically, I would say maybe he's the worst player on my team. But I've got other people that I'm more willing to depart with, or I just stay the same. I just stay.
Okay, but like, so let me throw this name out there. One, I know this is a guy you've picked up in the league. Okay, he's in Yahoo. He's available in 80% of your leagues. Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, I picked him up.
He's got you 44 points so far this season. 3 out of the 4 weeks, he's got you double-digit points. That Detroit offense is the number 1 offense in the league. Even like this week, like the numbers they put up this week without Swift and St. Brown is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, like Reynolds put up 17 points this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, the week before that he put up 12. The week before that he put up 11 with St. Brown in the lineup and things like that. Him and Goff have a connection together. They go back to their days with the Rams and things like that. He's almost kind of like a little bit of a safety valve for him. Say what you will about Goff, but he's putting up huge numbers. Goff is having himself a year. He's a quarterback you can go out there and pick up because he's available in 47% of your leagues. Minus last week where he only scored 14. Like this week he scores you 34. The week before that, 26. He's putting up some really good numbers this year. I think he's got something like 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. This is one of few teams. I think there's only like 6 teams in NFL history that through 4 weeks have the quarterback and the running back that lead the league in touchdowns in Goff and Jamal Williams. Mm-hmm. Josh Reynolds he's one of those guys go out there and pick up, especially if I have the chance to drop Allen Robinson and pick up Josh Reynolds, I'm going to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I would say so. I think that's a smart move there. And his stock just goes up with DJ Chark being out along with Josh Reynolds or along with Mont St. Brown.
Look for St. Brown to come back this week. He was more I think they kind of erred on the side of caution this week because of what they've gone through with DeAndre Swift. And they don't want him gone for a long extended period of time. So I think they kind of erred on the side of caution and went ahead and sat him this week. Look for him to come back this next week. Hopefully Swift comes back. Swift, they kind of kept him in. He re-aggravated that ankle injury. Now it's a little bit worse. Swift might miss 1 more week, but I would be okay with that.
I saw it somewhere. I don't know if it was ESPN, NBC Sports, wherever that the thing popped up, but it's every week. Here's what you got to do. If you own any Lions, you start every one of them. If you own any team that is playing the Lions, you start every one of them.
It's maddening because like that defense seemed to be getting better each week through the first 3 weeks. And then this last week against the inept Seattle team.
You guys are terrible at defense.
But here's the thing, though. Like, we had a big stop on 3rd down. Mm-hmm. And we get the stop. Awesome. They're going to have to punt. We're going to get the ball. And then all of a sudden, the refs are all talking. The officials are all talking to each other. And you're like, what's going on? And then they come back 4 minutes later and be like, we stopped the play before it happened. That play doesn't count. Replay 3rd down.
Malfunction or something. I can't remember what it was. It was something that went on.
Yeah, they said the play clock didn't restart or whatever. Mm-hmm. But when you go back, like they went back and they're showing it and they're like, nobody on the field thought they stopped the play.
Right. I mean,
this crap happens to Detroit. We're cursed. We straight up are.
Well, you got terrible coaching, and then you give up 50 points to Seattle Seahawks. You give up 50 points to Seattle. Listen, you're not cursed. You suck. 2, you should win this week. It should be. I'm not saying it's a layup because there's nothing a layup with you guys. They're playing the Patriots. The game. Here's where it gets tough for Detroit. If it's not tough already, you have to go to Dallas October 23rd. Come on out to Brutal Beer Works. We'll be hanging out, having some beers. Alan's going to try to eat 12 pretzels.
No, I'm going to eat 12 pretzels.
So come out and hang out with us. Just chill. So anyways, that's a tough game for you guys. And then, but you're at home, and here comes the Dolphins. Is Tua even back yet? I don't know. That could be the only deciding point for me. If Tua's healthy, you got a problem, right? And then you're at the Packers come to town. You do get maybe a little bit of break going to the Bears on November 13th, but the Giants, Bills, so you get a little tougher now. You didn't win the easy ones. You did. You beat the Commanders, right? So you beat the Commanders. That's an easy game. You had a tough loss to the Eagles, and the Eagles were just warming up. I mean, they've been on a tear, and so I don't know when the hell the Eagles going to lose. They might go undefeated this year.
I'll make that bet.
So, but undefeated.
But
the Vikings sneak one out, but then Seattle comes to town, comes to your stadium, and drops a 50 burger on your ass.
No, they didn't.
48 points.
48-45. We lost by 3. Get off my back.
That's what I'm saying. But it's no one showed up. I think it was over 1,000 yards in that game. It was insane.
Absurd.
It was fun to watch, especially if you had like fantasy players going, because you were just sitting there, you like Scrooge McDuck in it, just swimming in a pile of coins and points all day because it was phenomenal. And of course,
Hawkinson was just
2 touchdowns.
That was a game where you saw what we've been expecting that out of Hawkinson since we drafted the guy.
Of course, yeah.
And then we just finally get it.
You're welcome. I don't have him on my team. I had him on my team the last 2 years, and he does jack shit. Now he's I don't know if he's even on anybody's team in our league. But I'm sure he blew up on somebody's. You start him in a league?
In one of my leagues. I have him in one of my leagues. I don't remember which one it is, but yeah.
So, anyways, moving on. They got problems, but they'll it's a shootout. It's you start every Detroit line that you have, and you start everybody that's playing against the Detroit Lions. I don't give a shit who it is. You start them because they're going to get you some points.
Because number 1 offense in the league, buddy.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
So
y'all average 35 points a game. It's pretty astounding.
It's over that. It's actually over that now.
And then, but you give up 35.3 on average a game.
I actually think it's I think the average is now updated to we score 40 points a week and we give up 41.
Gotcha. Y'all will figure it out one day. Maybe you'll get some defense. You got young defensive players. They'll start kind of getting along. It's the offense that you want to see clicking. But then again, if the defense doesn't catch up to the offense, how long and how much money are you going to pay to keep the band together, right?
So we have Golf locked up for a while. We have Swift still for a few years. We have St. Brown still for a few years. Hawkinson, I think we still got him for another year or two. So yeah, a lot of those guys, they're not going anywhere, right? Josh Reynolds isn't going anywhere. Maybe we lose DJ Chark this year, right? Because we only signed him on a 1-year deal, but okay.
So you got to spend money on defense. You got to go get defense.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the big focus this offseason is going to be the defense. But look for Aaron Glenn is too good of a defensive coach for that defense to keep doing this. Look for that defense. He's going to figure something out. This defense is going to start coming around. Heck, even if, at this point in time, we're the worst defense in the league. Let's just say we're the 5th worst defense in the league. That's a drastic change if we're still running the number 1 offense, right?
Sure.
We start winning some more games. But yeah, and the thing is, I've been telling people, Jared Goff isn't that bad. He was in a kind of a little bit of a bad situation there with the Rams, where he made a comment about Sean McVay's fiance at the time. But I mean, come on, it was a good compliment, right? So we kind of got in the doghouse there. You had zero running game there.
I don't know what it is about McVay. I don't like McVay. I don't know if it's his face or something, but it looks like he needs one of these. You know what I mean?
Something about his face. Like,
if you don't change your face, I'm going to change it for you. He goes, God damn it, I can't hear a word you're saying because all I can think about
is there something I could do? I don't know. If you could just change your face.
All I can do is take your feedback and, you know.
But yeah, no, I hear you. Like, there's just something about McVay. I wish he would have taken that Amazon deal and just been a commentator there, because I would have seen them a lot less.
I don't want to hear him talk either.
Well, but here's the thing: you don't have to watch the Amazon, and even if you watch it, just push mute and turn on some music.
You have to watch the Amazon stuff is exclusive on Thursday nights. You have to watch it now.
Right,
they do
you don't have to
ABC.
listen.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's a local game, you can get it on your local channel. Okay. But yeah, no, it just.
All right, move on. Everybody's tired of listening about the Lions that no one cares about. The nice 1-3 team. Great team.
Best 1-3 team in the league, motherfucker.
You sure about that?
God damn, positive.
I think there's some good 1-3 teams, but I don't think
obviously no. We have the number one offense in the league.
That's cool. Like,
historically, historically, nobody in the NFL has done what we've done in the first 4 weeks. It's historic. We're setting records every freaking week.
Most points scored from a losing team. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you sound like a Cowboys. You sound like a Cowboys fan back when Roma was there. That's what you sound like right now. You sound like a nut job. Just tell me something else. Who else got hurt? I don't know.
Your mom did.
What she do? Fall out of a Longhorn Steakhouse?
Yeah.
So this chick is, I didn't get the toxicology report. No one told me what it was. But so she falls at a Texas Longhorn restaurant.
Your mom?
Yeah, she opens the door, takes a step back, and you know how like doors that open at restaurants, they might have those little metal, door stoppers that so you can't swing the door all the way effing open and break it or whatever. So it's got like little door stoppers that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So she's coming out of there backwards for some reason. I guess a little hot, and she trips over this thing.
Maybe she had some stuff in her hand, so she's doing
she falls, busts her wrist, breaks her wrist. Someone got in her ears like, you know what, you should sue them. And of course she's like, yeah, totally.
Hold on. What'd you say? Someone with gonorrhea said you should sue them?
I don't know. I didn't say gonorrhea. I said something else.
It sounded like you said gonorrhea. Let's review the tape later.
So they convinced her to sue them. But she doesn't get like her own attorney and do all that shit. She goes to like a fucking Jim Adler or something like that, the Texas Hammer. And so I don't know if you've ever had to deal with another attorney like that, but so they'll get you $100,000. Well, their fee is like 80% or whatever it is, right? So they'll take the case for free, but they're getting like 60, 70, maybe 80% of the money that you receive for your pain and suffering and being a dumbass who can't navigate a damn parking lot. Cheers to that.
Hey, but you know what? That 20% is what? So 100,000. So she gets 20,000. That's $20,000 more than what she had.
Go get your own fucking attorney, kids. That's what you got to do. If you're going to load up and sue somebody, go get your own attorney.
So I got a fun fact for you.
God, I don't sue anybody. Like I should start suing people.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking about doing. So this last week you had with the Saints, Alvin Kamara was the last minute scratch. They played Latavius Murray. Ingram got hurt during the game. Murray played the majority of it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. You know what just happened? Because the Saints, because you have a player on your practice squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can bring him up 3 times before you have to add him to your active roster.
Okay.
Well, Murray was on the Saints practice roster. They brought him up last minute because of the Kamara injury. And he played pretty good, right? He wasn't bad. problem is the Broncos just went and poached him off of the Saints practice squad.
Can you do that?
They just you can go and sign players off other practice squads. So the Broncos just signed Latavius Murray.
How long ago?
Roster.
Seconds ago?
Today, 8:00.
I take it back. I'm not going after Boone anymore. Like at all.
Latavius Murray rostered in 1% of Yahoo leagues. He's out there 99% of Yahoo leagues.
Well, people are going after him right now, but they don't know about the other news about him going to the Broncos. They think they're going to be with the Saints. Yeah,
but you can't pick up now. You can't pick him up till Wednesday at the earliest, right? You place a waiver. Yeah. You know, you still got plenty of time to do the waiver wire. But yeah, no, he just hurts to miss that one. Like,
yeah. What do you think of this beer?
I'm really enjoying the beer. I think the beer is delicious.
It's not overly hoppy either. It's actually really delicious. It's very smooth. I love the hop profile that they have here. It's very God, I love Pilsners, and I like hoppy Pils. It seems to be my thing, like a hoppy Pilsner, and like I said, dry hop, double dry hopped, or just a hoppy one. It gives you the perfect balance of a beer that's not over the top. It's, you know, an IPA with the bitterness and things like that. This one, I think you said it was lower IBUs as well. But
hold on, I still have it all up. 40 IBUs, 5.7% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, not bad.
And it's got the hop we've never heard of in Nelson Sauvin.
Yeah, and the can art gets a little something from me. The old dad sitting there getting roasted,
right? Yeah. Like,
that's all I do when I go to the beach: sit in a chair, drink. Get a little sunburn.
You know what, though? Here's how you improve this can. You take the shorts off the guy.
You can't do that.
Why not?
No one wants a dude exposing himself at the beach. Have you seen the AB video? Jesus Christ.
Hey, did you see the photo AB posted on his gram?
Dude, he's lost it. He's crazy as shit. He is crazy.
Here's a crazy thing. Like, you're going to go and post that stuff about Brady, right? Okay. This is the guy who a couple of years ago moved you into his house and revived your career, only for you to throw it away again a couple of years later. But
some people don't care about that.
Nobody was taking a chance on you. And Brady's stuck. You've never heard anything about Brady doing that for anybody. He's taking pay cuts so other players can do things like that and all that, right? He moved you into his house and said, sign this man. And then a couple years later, you go post a picture of where you photoshopped your head on Tom Brady with Giselle wrapping her arms around you and stuff. Like, come on, man.
Got to stay relevant, I guess. Got to pull your junk out in the pool and then post stupid pictures. I mean, come on, man. Look, listen, we're all done. We're done with you. We're tired of your shit. Just leave.
Done with them too. Like, no one's signing them now.
Just leave, dude. You know, you're in a pool. Like, I mean, is that even that's sexual assault nowadays, right? You pull your wiener out in a public place.
In the state of Texas, if you send someone an unsolicited D-pic, that's against the law. They have to ask for it. If they ask for it, it's all good.
Gotta be like, ask nicely. All right, so this beer is a hit for me. I love it.
Love it.
So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. What do you think?
Oh yeah, no, and at 3.78, yeah, I'm there or a little bit higher on this beer. This is a really delicious beer.
Very tasty.
Go get you some.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it. Where's this out of?
My fridge.
California.
Oh, Placentia,
California. But thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.